right, welcome. Today we're working on circles and equations of circles. So take a look at this. Here you have an equation of a circle and here its graph. What do you see that is similar about these two? How do they relate to each other? Well, hopefully you can see that the radius of this circle is 5. And you see a 5 here because that 25 is just 5 squared. So you can also think of that as being the radius squared. So the equation of a circle which has a center at the origin is x squared plus y squared equals r squared. Take a look at this now. Here's another circle and here's its equation. What do you notice? Well, hopefully you notice that the radius here is 2 and 4 is the same thing as 2 squared, so this is r squared. What do you notice about -4 and -5? Where do you see that in the graph? -4 and 5. -4 is the x-coordinate of the center, and 5 is the y-coordinate of the center. Think of it this way. We're going to come up with a generalized equation of the equation of a circle. If you think about that center as being HK, then think about how this can be x minus h squared plus y minus k squared. Okay. The center of the circle equals HK. All right, let's give it a try. Find the center and radius of a circle with a given equation and then graph the circle. So first, what's the center? Look at this. 4, 1. That's the center of the circle. What's the radius? Square root of 9. 3. Let's graph it. Go to 4, go to 1. Your radius is 3. Well, the best way to make a circle is to go out 3 to the top, the bottom, the left, and the right. Just like that. Now watch out, because hopefully you're more artistic than I am. Hopefully you can make a great circle. Now remember that the radius is not just 3 here and here and here and here. The radius, of course, is 3 everywhere. It's just that it's easy to measure along the straight lines. Okay? Let's do it again. Find the center of the circle. What's the center? Well, we've got a 3 from here. And how can we rewrite this in true standard form? This would be y minus -7 squared. So that y-coordinate comes from -7. What's the radius? Radius is the square root of 50. Okay, you could plug that into a calculator, but it's just as easy to estimate. We know the square root of 49 is 7, so this is just a little bit more than 7. So let me graph it. We're going to go to 3, -7, which is right here. Go a little bit more than 7 in each direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. A little bit more. It's not going to work down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and a little tiny bit more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and a tiny bit more. And that's a pretty big circle. you do your best. Mine looks a little lumpy. Hopefully yours is better. All right, let's try this one. What's wrong with this equation? It's not in standard form yet. So what can we do to both sides of the equation to get it in standard form? We divide by 10. If you divide both sides by 10, you end up with x minus 6 squared plus y. Should we change this to y minus negative 2 squared equals 7. Now what's your center? Center is 6, negative 2. What's the radius? Root 7. How big is root 7? It's, well, root 4 is 2 and root 9 is 3, so it's somewhere between 2 and 3. So let's go to 6, negative 2, and we'll go 2 and a little bit more in each direction. Make a nice circle. All right. Let's go backwards. Write an equation for each graph. Here's a circle, and it is a lovely one. What's the center? The center is negative 1, 1. What's the radius? I'll just count out. 1, 2, 3. Try it. 1, 2, 3, 4. I got it. 4. All right. How can I plug these into the standard equation for a circle? Well, let's put that equation up here. X minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. All right. So x minus, what's my h? Right here. X minus negative 1 squared plus y minus 1 squared equals 4 squared, or 16. Try one more. Go here. All right, here's an equation. Here's a graph of a circle. Let's find the equation. First, what's the center? The center is 2, negative 1. What's the radius? 2. Okay, plug it into that equation. Plug it into this generalized standard equation for a circle. We get x minus, what's the h? X minus 2 squared plus y minus negative 1 squared equals 2 squared, which is 4. So what did you learn today? How is the standard formula for a circle related to distance? And what shapes are these equations and how do you know?